Hello there everyone, my name's Ayumu Kagami, and this is going to be a quick little overview of the game Crush Crush. It's one of those idle type games on Steam, and it's free, which is correctly in price range for these types of things. So with this game, you crush your crush, as we'll show here. One bright sunny day while riding your bike to the local grocery store, you buy some Pocky and Fountain Dew. A bird passing distracts you, and watch out! Crush you! You crashed a girl and she was taken away in an ambulance. Every time so something bad happens to the fine lady, and well, it's your job to fix it. Don't let the bad things happen to them. You must atone for your sins. You can click, slowly build it up. Quickly it becomes like almost literally useless to bother clicking. So kind of defeating the point of it being a clicker game, more just an idle game. So you atone for it. It starts out at a base of 20. It goes up from there. Obviously, they do have different varying dialogue, and as you progress through the stages of your relationship with them, the dialogue does change, and they have like 4 dialogues-ish. But once you've met all the requirements, the heck do you want? You here to pay for my bills or something? Oh, look at Mr. Moneybags here. I guess it was the least you do after running me down like a dog. So now we've gone up to the next rank. And then this game has a different system. I'll just call them sats, or your character's benefits. And these are going up extremely quickly. They do not go up extremely quickly in the beginning of the game, which I will explain in a little bit. It requires time. Your time is right here. And then this is how much time is going to each of the 3 different activities you can partake in. So we still need to get our affection meter up to 250, so we'll just mash that a couple times. One more time for good luck. And now we can bury the hatchets. Now instead we have moved up to be frenemies, not just a nuisance. Which, sorry about that loud noise, unlocks more of these that we can level up. Certain things require, for the jobs, require you to do specified things. I'm actually going to turn the suffix off for now. You have to have required stats. And as you progress through the job, well, you get a raise, as it'll see. Right now you make $24 an hour, now it's $28 because we got the raise amount. Same with all the jobs. Once you've hit their requirement, then you get the job. And extra girls are unlocked as you progress through it. Because we have, I think with Tech Savvy, it opens up the arcade. I think you have to hit like 1 or 2. It's very quickly in it. So one day we'll wander around the arcade, start playing a weird retro game, not entirely understanding how it works, start button mash, and sore crushed. And this is the sweet, fine female. So that you more crushed her hopes and dreams. No, does not want. There's a high score. You deserve this girl's hard work and dedication. Try making her feel better. So this one, you've just, kind of destroyed her mood. Disagree. From her per. Whatever. Dripping ice cream everywhere. So you've made up with her. And as you progress through, either jobs or like that, we have the hobbies up, which I believe is, I think it was tenderness. That gets up, which unlocks another girl. As you can see, there are several girls, some of them not yet released. But you want to make sure that you meet all the requirements as quickly as possible. And it does come down a lot to time management things. In the beginning, you start with 10, I think. You don't have a lot. As you complete achievements, I think it's every 3 achievements earns you a time slot, or you could buy gems, as shown right here. You can actually purchase them. You also get like 1 gem per achievement you've completed as well, and then you can buy these things. I got the time block thing, because, well, time blocks. I have not put any money into the game. It was from the achievements. I got the time block because look at that, 10 for 60 or 1 for 10. Psh, such great values. I do not want to end the game, actually. As you can see right here, the pro athlete has now opened up. Obviously, some of them take much, much longer to open up when it moves at its traditional speed. I currently have a much bigger multiplier than you would initially have when starting out the game. So you click on, and all the girls do have their own, like, unique stories. One day we're sticking to the man. The cop show, so this one I think was, like, protest or something, which is a motivation thing. Cop's going to break up your protest, eluding capture, you dash down an alleyway, and crash! Or crush, not crash. Crush. Oh dear, you've crushed my house. I'm sorry. What did I do to deserve this? So then we needed her tenderness up to, help make her feel better, because she is soaking wet. This poor, poor girl. And now we've raised her rank up. They will automatically go up, as you see right there. It is automatically going up. That is based off of having these higher, and I think running at the same time. Let me pause all of them. It's just because you have it high, and it's a statistic they like, which is right here in the stats. You can see that she likes tech savvy. Others also affect it, so I'm not entirely sure. Clicking actually is always 1, but it's never that much. A tone is 245. So why wouldn't I just atone for my sins? You can also get ladies. The ladies love the gifts, so give them shit. She wants a seashell. Go give her a $400 seashell, and then give her a rose. And it's felt very different than a lot of clicker games I've played, because the system on when you try to level up, usually you want to wait a lot longer, because elsewise you have very, very, very mitigating results. Like Clicker Hero, when you hit level 100 is when you first unlock Primal Souls. Well, hitting level 100, going from 0, starting fresh, now that takes quite a bit of time. And, I don't know if I want to dump that much into it initially. Then you want to wait, and then you have to kind of min-max it a little bit. And that can become kind of time management, so you are able to just sit down for a little bit, play it, and get as much of a benefit. It's more about just come back later and you'll then receive your benefit. And while I'm a huge fan of that game, it's not my favorite type. This actually has appealed to me a little bit more, because it offers... I could basically pick this up whenever and get something as benefit out of it, as opposed to some of the other ones which do not. And as you see right there, Wisdom opened up. And I believe it's because we got her up to next level. I don't fully understand when some of them come about. When the more requirements you meet, you go on a moonlight stroll, maybe you'll meet someone on it, or one of the other date locations could lead you to it. And we do have the new job at the zoo veterinarian. And we have Ellie, who's new. One day, while we're euphorically drinking coffee and reading existential philosophy, a pretty girl asks you to pass her a spoon. Whoops! You inform her that there is no spoon. And she is unlocked because of the restaurant job I took. I was probably got to waiter or something. Crush! Looks like you've crushed her perception of reality, but do something about it. So they are really campy and stuff. Spoons aren't real. Oh dear, I'm so confused. Oh, but that riddle's quite a doozy. Better knowing one. My name's Ellie. Pleased to meet you. So now we've become more pleased with Ellie. Or L.A. I don't know how to pronounce names. So as these get higher in their preferred stats, I think they also have a hidden preferred stat that affects it, but that could just be me overthinking it because it is boosted so much higher. You go through it, and you want to ultimately make everyone as happy as possible. Makes sense. And you get to balance it. Now, when I said that the progression system works works more differently than a lot of the other ones I've seen, it goes off with the resetting. And also that the girls are locked behind something more of a reason. One day we're practicing for the hangry games and looking totally badass. One of your shots goes astray, we'll just go crushed. And beep, 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 beep. So, rest in peace, Rainbow Firefighter. Maybe not the best thing. But now we've got her here. We can quickly boost her up. The further ahead you go, the more requirements they have. I think this one right here is the last one I've seen, and I put a goodish amount of time into this game. As I've said before, especially with this, it's just such a great game to talk with people. But going back to what I said about the progression aspect, I just want to show you one of the other girls. You go here, and you have a prestige boost. And it explains everything fairly well, like just boom bam, right off the get-go, explains it. Everything is done 75.79% faster than what it initially would have been done at, which is cool, because everything goes, obviously, much quicker. Yeah! And even with mitigating time spent in it, I can just, like, it's been 11 minutes. I could just keep adding up these, like, 120s, obviously up to this maximum, this is right here. But I could keep, like, adding these up, or I could try to get more and make more use out of my time. Which I appreciate as being kind of a factor. If I just want to, like, quickly run through a bit, I can just, bam, hit prestige right now, and get my actual benefit out of it. As opposed to some games where if you're not sinking massive amounts of time into it, you might as well not be playing it. Which is a little frustrating with them, because they're idle games, and sometimes I'd like them to stay that way. I don't mind, picking it up, looking at it. Plantera was another one of those games where there is an actual, like, direct benefit towards actually playing the game, as opposed to just letting it sit idle, which encourages me more, because I like the encouraging me to open it, not just my own encouragement to open it. So with this, I don't have to play it for an extended period of time to get, some enjoyment out of it. And they actually say a lot of things, like, I'll just go through, what a strange gift, thank you. Are chickpeas only for girls? Are there guy peas? I hope so. I love lifeguards, they're so strong and selfless, and I love watching them run in slow motion. Chickpeas, a waiter asked me if I wanted mac and cheese, but wouldn't that wreck the keyword? That's terrible. So they do kind of have personalities, even if they're obviously not very deep, but it's still fun. Also, if you're kind of a pervert, I'm going to say this, I'm not going to post a link somewhere to it. You could look it up real quickly. On Steam, there is no adult version of this game, because it has the sim dating version stuff to it, but there is one available online. You cannot transfer the data from Steam over to it, so you'd have to start a new file, but it actually is supposed to have other elements to it. It's unique to one website initially, it may be going out to other websites later on, but it is an adult website. I was just doing research on it. Don't look at me that way. Please don't look at me that way. I'm playing the Steam version. Look! I can't show you the Steam overlay because I don't have that popping up, but I promise you this is the Steam version. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy everything that you see. Go check out the adult one if you want. That's supposed to have more than just like a reskin. Good God, we have to get her off the screen before I talk about the adult version. But it's free on Steam. It's a lot of fun to play. Just check it out quickly. Obviously, nothing ever hurts. Achievements are very clear. With well, bam, here it is. This is like the highest one I've gotten of it. Yeah, this would be Alpha would be the farthest one I've gotten. So as you go through all of them, you can level them up. For some of the jobs, you will need to hit requirements. Some of them are a bit more of a stretch, like Bounty Hunter, requiring 1, a long amount of time, and 2, a huge okay, the time is gigantic, like 20 units of time, with all the other things that you could be doing. But with this one, it actually does level up a little bit quicker. There are others that don't level up as quickly, like for sports. I think I'm A level up in it. No, I'm not. It requires it to finish 3,000 times. And if I have a complaint, it's that Mio, which, whenever we finish, I'll just, sightseeing is a good way to increase her feelings for me, has, it's not actually that one, but Mio has one where she wants you to become a barista. I believe it is. Which is a rank after this one. So when you're first playing the game, to have had it go through, I think it takes like 2 seconds-ish at the first time. Maybe it's a little bit longer, but it's not that long. It takes a disgusting amount of time for it to finish. So I almost had Cassie like right here. She was almost done. I think I had her right here, and I had one other thing to complete, but disgustingly close to it. And later down the line, there might be people like, I think someone had it. Well, some of you just work it initially, but you'll have to do that. And those become the more frustrating parts because they do take so long. And you would like this to be as much as possible, especially now when I have 75, a 2 extra multiplier isn't a lot. But in the beginning, you'd be getting like a 0.5 and you have like a 1. It's actually pretty good. And the game kind of lets you know that it's okay to be doing it all the time. Because, well, the game actually like makes you prestige. So that is one of the things I actually really do enjoy about it. But this game is free on Steam, so give it a look-see. It's a fun little game. I think so far our lovely little Mio has been my favorite character for her personality. Oh, definitely just her personality. But thank you very much, everyone. I do appreciate the support you've shown. Hit that subscribe button to catch all the different kinds of videos I make. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye, everybody.